Okay, so I thought I would make a video for the people out there who want to learn how to catch invasive bird species if they don't have any kind of trap or any professional material like a net or something. I'm going to be explaining through two different tools and show you how to catch invasive birds. Yeah, okay. So the time that you want to catch birds is either near the end of a raining season or just after it stops raining. That's because rain floods soil, which forces worms to leave the grass and the dirt. So that's when birds in general, but specifically the invasive species I'm going to be discussing, are going to be the most active. So the first invasive species I'm going to be talking about is a bird called a house sparrow. They were introduced from Europe in the 1800s because groups of people wanted to bring in Shakespearean birds that are non-native, and the rest happened, and they became invasive, really invasive. Invasive enough to the point where they kick out other bird species by destroying their homes, destroying their eggs, and I think you understand the point. First I'm going to show you what they look like, and then I'm going to show you how to catch them. Before I proceed to continue with how to catch these invasive species, for the people out there that actually want to catch these invasive species, please click off this video. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to say that to my viewers, because, to be honest, you shouldn't take this video very seriously. It's not actually helpful information. If you actually want to get rid of invasive bird species in your house or in your local neighborhood, you should watch professional videos, or more importantly, get real supplies, like traps or nets. So, we'll continue. So I'm going to be honest with you, they're really, really hard to find, but if you look closely, that's one of them, right there. There's a lot of geese here. Don't mix them up. These are not house sparrows at all. That guy's a house sparrow, right there. Little guy. Oh my god, I don't want him to attack me. That guy, I don't know if the camera can see it. I honestly don't know if the camera can see it. Oh look, there's, no, yeah, that guy. There's a bunch of them, but I came a little bit after, typical midday hours, so I don't think there's many of them here. But yeah, these are some cool geese. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to catch them. So the first method is, well, not the first method, but the best method for anybody is just first take a t-shirt, shirt, any kind of shirt, not a sweater. Those are gonna be too heavy. You're gonna wanna hold it by either the sleeves or just the bottom of the shirt, and then hold on. Okay, so this is your t-shirt. You're either gonna hold it like this, or you're gonna hold it like this. There are gonna be birds, just let's say, just on the street somewhere. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go in front of them, like them facing you. You might think that's not what you want to do, but that actually is what you wanna do. Because if they're facing towards you, they're more likely to fly into your direction, and then you're gonna be able to catch them. Yeah, so if you don't have like any bird food or anything, first of all, if you have any type of bird food or like bread or something, that'll really help to attract the birds. But if you don't have anything, your best chance is just to slowly approach them from the front. Slowly approach them like this, and then you're gonna wanna hold it. So I usually just put it over my neck like this, and then you're gonna wanna approach them, and then you're gonna wanna like throw it really quickly, like within half a second, because house sparrows are pretty fast, and especially when it's like an open field or an open area, they can just fly away anytime they want. So you're gonna have to act pretty quickly. You're just gonna slowly approach them or it, and then try to catch it. But if the sparrow is uphill or cornered in like some fence or something, I do recommend you just throw your shirt at them, or you just run really quickly. Because the best times when I actually ended up catching the invasive house sparrows is when I was running really fast to try to catch them, like sprinting outside. See, there's that little guy. I can't catch him because I have my phone, but look at this is their reaction time. You see, so you can get pretty close to them, but they're definitely going to notice you, right? So it is sometimes hard to get them. Also because they're extremely small, that's another factor. one hand, just got him. If I had two hands, I'd probably catch him. But yeah, you're just gonna want to either sneak up in front of them and throw it at them, or just hold it and, you know, or you're gonna want to sprint if they're uphill or just on top of where you are. Yeah, so that's after many days and weeks of trying to figure out what's the best way to catch them with almost basically no tools, no experience. That's probably the easiest way. So good luck on your guys' journey if you're planning to get rid of the invasive bird species in your neighborhood. Also, let me mention, before any of you guys say you don't have them in your neighborhood, you definitely do have them in your neighborhood. They're literally in all parts of America. I mean, I'm in New York City right now. They're here. They're also in my hometown in San Diego. It's across the entire country, across the entire world, actually. So you definitely have them, and I recommend you go look out and try to catch them. Okay, moving on. Number two. For number two, we have European starlings. European starlings have a similar story from house sparrows. Yeah, they came in the 1800s because a bunch of stupid guys brought them over and didn't think they were going to do anything. Although they're not as invasive as house sparrows, they still can be a problem, especially when you're kind of just trying to keep your house and your neighborhood clean from invasive species, and you just want to have native species. Then yeah, they're definitely an issue. Okay, enough yapping. I'm gonna show you how to catch them. First I'm gonna show you what they look like for some of you guys who don't know. Okay, so I genuinely could not find any. I was looking for about an hour. I'm being serious with you. I can't find any of them, obviously because it's like later in the day, but I can describe them. So they have black feathers, but there might be some gray patterns mixed into them. They're very well known for when they make sounds, their neck like bulges and does this little dinosaur thing. And yeah, they're bigger than house sparrows, so they're a little bit slower, I would say, but they are definitely more wary. Like, you can't get as close to them as you could with house sparrows. So I'll show you how to catch them. So let's move on from shirts. The next tool that you guys have in your house most likely is an umbrella. You're gonna, oh my god, why is the camera so low, bro? Okay, you know what? You're gonna need, oh my gosh, you're gonna need to use an umbrella, because umbrellas, they're better for European starlings because it has like a way wider range, because they're bigger, and they extend longer because they're more aware and they're probably gonna fly away before you even act. And yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is, where'd you go? Oh my god, give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry, I thought my umbrella was broken for a second. It just had a hard time. But you're gonna open up your umbrella and you're gonna hold it to the side of you like this. That's because if the umbrella is closer to you, I don't know, like on top of you, they're gonna think it's associated with you, and you're gonna look bigger, and you know, you're gonna scare them away. So you're gonna have to hold it to the side, and then let's say there's a bird right there. You're gonna walk up to the bird, and you're gonna hold it like this. And I recommend you just walk at like a normal pace like this, not too slow, not too fast, like what I said with the house sparrows. Yeah, you're gonna walk up with normal speed, not too slow, not too fast, like with the house sparrows, and you're just gonna try to swoop them with the umbrella. So the umbrella is gonna go around like that, so when they try to fly away, they can't fly away. And then, you know, the rest of the stuff, you grab it with your hands and then you caught it. European starlings, I don't have as much information for because they're just not as abundant here. Can't find them as much here. But it's definitely something you have to be aware of. And yeah, so I kind of taught you guys partially, not realistically. Realistically, go buy some stuff. Go get some exterminators or whatever. Maybe if they're like infested inside of your house. If they're not, exterminators aren't going to do anything. But yeah, that's basically it. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because the video is going to be like 10 minutes, I'm guessing. But the time it actually took me to make this, to look for all the birds, and you know, it's much longer. So please like and subscribe.